Alright guys, good morning, welcome back. Yeah, I'm a little rough around the edges. Been busy. Alright, so today I talked about we would be doing some work on the Tahoe. I was going to be installing our Z-Moon LED light bars. Now, I had shown these in the past where we hook these up on the outside of our house. That we can just automatically turn those on, working as like a floodlight system with our solar. So we did order some more when we got this truck, technically SUV. Alright, so I got those. They were like less than 30 bucks. And then, of course, I need a good wire and harness. And I didn't want to just run wires to it because I didn't want to burn out the switch and everything, toggle switch and everything. So I did find a Nylite wire and harness, off-road LED light bars. These were on Amazon. I paid 11 bucks for it. Comes with toggle switch and all that. Comes with a relay, toggle switch, all the connectors and everything that you will need. The reason why you have a toggle switch, a relay, is so you don't burn out this toggle switch. It does have a fuse. Yeah, there's the relay there. Has a built-in fuse. This one here did come with like 3 different types of fuses. This one here currently has a 15 amp fuse, but now it did come with a 10 and looks like a total of 3 15s and 1 10, and of course it has little connectors in there too. So we'll see. We'll try a 15 amp and see how it works. I know that when I gauged those Z-Moons out, when I had them on our solar system, when both were running, I was drawing 10 amps. So 15 should be more than enough without burning it all out. And yeah, it's a long set of wires. I believe these were 16 gauge wires. So, of course, everything on this, they always got the little heat shrink. So it'll work out pretty good. So I'm going to go out there and mount these lights first. And then I'm going to run my harness and see about running that switch inside. Find a nice little spot on the dash to install it there. So, come on guys, I'll take you with me and we're going to go work on the truck. Just got finished raining here, so it's kind of nasty out outside. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. Alright, I don't have any bars or anything like that on the front of this truck. But what I was thinking, let me get on down here. Okay, this underskirt in here, it's just cosmetics. Alright, see where these holes are? You see that hole in the frame? Thinking about dropping my bolt down through that and removing this, because if you look here, that's actually broke. And I did take a look at the clip and it actually broke off. So I could actually fix that with a large washer. Put up in there, take that bolt out, put the large washer through and reverse the bolt, and that would actually pull that up. So what I'm thinking about is taking this off, removing it, mounting the light through this bolt here, so it actually comes down just like that. Okay, now you see how there's the cutout's not big enough. I'm gonna take my jigsaw once this black piece is off and trim out the holes larger, and then remount it up here once the lights are installed. So the project is taking this off first. All right, so it looks good on paper anyway. Okay, so we got it off. Like I said, that end was definitely broke. I might be able to repair that. Still a lot of material left on it. I'll go over some ideas. I do know you can weld plastic. Done it before, and it's actually a real thing. That or I might just fiberglass it up because it's on the back side. I can fiberglass all that. You won't be able to see it, but I don't know yet. We'll get to that when we get there. But what I did run into is these are my bolts. Well, the ones they got out. The rest of them are still in there. Rusted up mess. And with rusted up mess, you break bolts. Yeah. I didn't put much pressure on it. I just don't know my own strength, man. Luckily though, I have plenty of bolts in the shed, so I can easily replace them. No big deal. Alright, so I'm going to toss those in the little tool bag. Alright, so let's get a good look at this here. Alright, so this is the frame that we'll be bolting to. Right here. We'll run a bolt through the top so it comes out the bottom. Put our mountain light right there. We should be good to go. Let's give it a try. Go. Alright, so I'm going to try to do this without getting in the way of the camera. Let's see here. Sorry guys, I'm operating by myself, so yeah, it's just going to mount right up here. I already have the hardware installed. You see there's a nut on the top end here. It's got some Allen bolts holding the adjuster out. So we'll take our, I believe this was a 14 mil nut head. Put our washer on, and we'll drop it through this top bolt right here. Oh, a little lock ring fell off. That's quite alright. Nut head's big enough, it ain't gonna go through. Actually, you know what? Let me read a washer. Let's do this correct. Be right back. Okay guys, so now we got a washer. Alright. Of course, we're looking at traffic driving around. I dropped the nut. I dropped the bolt. Always easier on paper. I got fat knuckles. Alright, there we go. Now the fun part is trying to get this thing threaded. I want to have access, limited access with my fingers in here. Maybe I can do it this way. Oh, so far so good. That's what I was worried about. The bolt bottomed out because the space between the hole and the top of the bracket, I've still got a 1/2 inch. So now I've got to get a 1/2 inch spacer to put between the two. I was worried about that, and yep, it proved to be an issue. So I'm gonna go back to the bunker, the shed, see if I can't find a spacer. I'll be right back. Alright, so good news. We have plenty more washers. I'm going to take this off, put them on, make up the space. It's looking about 3 per to fill up that gap. So take this back off. Alright, now the question is, do I want to put my spacers up in there or on the back side? That is a good question. I might want to put them on the other end. Let's take a look right here. See how this looks anyway.
Well, that's tight. I didn't have to put my wrench on it. Just kept twisting it around. That looks pretty good. Okay, so the way the bracket is right now currently, let's see if I can get up in here, guys. I've got a downward slope on this bracket. It's back here. So I can always loosen these and twist it more downward towards the road if it's up too high and blinding everybody else on the road. Which this here is just going to be used for off-roading anyway. When we get out to Wyoming, we're not going to be using this thing blinding the crap out of people all the time. So I ain't that guy. Alright, let me go ahead and get started on the other one. Okay guys, so both are mounted underneath. Like I said, I'll be trimming those out and then mounting back up underneath the bumper here. But first, I'm going to get these wires hooked up to the wiring harness. And I've got to run it. Well, you have to connect to the battery, which is on the passenger side of this vehicle. Shoot all the way across, and I did find a hole in the firewall way down there. Let's see if I can see that from up here. Alright, you see the wire? That big wire? It's right underneath it there. And I did take a look at it, and I can actually see the floor mats on the driver's side. Now, what plans are, well, there's the wiring harness. I have an extra spot right here. I plan on making it to here. So, we will see if it works or not. I might have to add some additional gauge wire to make the trip. We'll see. Alright guys. Weather is getting kind of nasty out. It didn't look all gloomy when I first started this. And it has been raining off and on me. So, let's try it out anyway. Okay, so I went ahead and pried this loose. As you can see, I've got some plugs I got to remove. This is the bottom one down here. This is where I will be drilling through my piece to get my switch in. I do have the wire down there. I did go through the firewall. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. It's pretty dark down here. But there is a hole right there for the firewall. This does have a liner on it, so I don't have to worry about cutting through the firewall. But right with it goes through, I went ahead and put extra rolls of tape, electrical tape, just to help cushion it. And I got to route everything, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I wish I had a die grinder, but I don't. I've got some issues with focusing this morning. Don't know why. But we are in the process of drilling out our hole. The switch over here that I was going to do, it has a square backing to accept a plug, and I'd have to remove all of that. So there was a small hole over here. I checked it out, popped off the instrument bezel cover. So that's what we're doing right now. So yeah, good times. Okay, so we've got it mounted. Now I've got to run the wires and get everything hooked up. So, be right back. Okay, so we attached the relay, and this is the wires for the battery. As you can see, battery's way over there. So I will be splicing these. Now we can still use the terminal. I do have the correct gauge wiring to run that distance, and I believe I'll just run it this way here, shoot it straight out. I'll probably put in this wiring harness here because that does go to the battery. And of course I got plenty of lead here for the lights, and I'll just drop them in probably down this direction, that way I can feed it to them. So it's coming along guys, so be right back. Yeah, I definitely like it. That works. Sound like I got a belt. Like I said, everything was raining. I had the hood up, so the belt did get wet. So I will have to keep an eye on that. But I think it's just because water got on it. So it's starting to clear up now. So yep. I don't know why it's coming up so bright. It's actually not bright at all in here. Even that light comes up really bright. It's really not that bright, guys. So for some reason it's just glaring in on the film. But yeah, so that is that. So guys, yeah, I'm dirty. I got stuff all over me. That's that. We finally got that finished. It took longer than expected. I was thinking about 2 hours. It cost me about 3 hours to do. It's just nasty out. Having to drill that other hole in the dash instead of using the existing plate that I wanted to, I'm not happy about. But like I said, the plate had a little square built on to receive a plug, and I'd have to destroy that to put that plug in there, that switch. I didn't want to do that. But anyway, guys, tonight, meet us over at the other channel. They're at Central Florida Prepper. We'll be doing our usual Friday night live stream there. So hopefully you guys will be able to catch that tonight. And I'll speak to y'all later.